Hello musical people, so I'm going to do a tutorial today on Dancing in the Flames by The Weeknd. It is in a slightly tricky key if you want to play it as a lead, but if you just want to do piano accompaniment, it's actually pretty straightforward and only has a couple of chords in it. Jumping into the verse here, the way that I want to do the C sharp chord just for this is in this inversion like that. So we've got root position is normally like this, but I want to have the C sharp in the middle of the chord. So we've got G sharp, C sharp, and technically it's an E sharp, but let's just call it F. Because we get C sharp to A sharp quite often, it's an easy transition to go from C sharp, and then that's an A sharp chord, your A sharp minor. C sharp to A sharp minor. You only have to move your thumb over. G sharp, we're just going to go root position, G sharp, B sharp, D sharp. I know I said B sharp, that's technically what it is in this context, but I'll just call it C for now. And then F sharp major, just the three black keys here. Left hand is going to play octave, root, notes. So that means if it's an F sharp chord, left hand just play an F sharp. You can play an octave, you can play a single, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm going to play octaves. And then most of them just go for 4 beats. So we get C sharp, 2, 3, 4, that goes twice, 2, 3, 4, A sharp minor, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to C sharp, 3, 4, cover the open road, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, over to F sharp, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then we're in the chorus. Same thing. Back over to here, C sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4, da 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 da, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, loves beyond the pain, 2, 3, 4, over to G sharp, 2, 3, 4. So they're mostly just going twice for 4 beats. It's indescribable. It just has that little in between. Then it's going to go into another verse. Exactly the same as the other verse, chord-wise and rhythm-wise. Then it goes into another chorus, which again is the same as the other one. So we just get an extra little ooh. Then we go to the bridge. So then this is when it kind of like comes down a little bit, so we don't want to have too much rhythm, so I would just break. Or you can move up the octave or something like that, just to make it a little bit more soft and make it a little bit different. So he just comes down to the G sharp. Everything's faded, we barely made it, the fire's raging, but you're still beautiful and it's amazing, 'cause I can taste it, our final odyssey. And then he's going to jump into another chorus, which is the same as the other choruses essentially. So let's switch it up a little bit. I'll show you a couple of different rhythms that you can do and a little riff that you can add in as well, just to make it a little more interesting if you want a bit of a challenge. So we can add in a couple of extra little pushes. And we can change the inversion as well. If you want to add a little bit of a different sound, if you know a little bit more about chords, you can change your inversions. Otherwise, I'll just stick with this one for now. 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2. Adds just that little bit of punch. The open road, I hope we make it, 'cause I've been chasing another odyssey. Adds a little bit more of a punch to it. Now, if we do want to get extra fancy in the chorus, there's this riff. few different things in your left hand. That's a gist of the little riff that it keeps doing. Technically it's up there in that register, that's middle C. So there's a few things you can do with it. You can just bring it up. What I like to do is add some harmonies under the right hand. So instead of just, it's over a C sharp chord. So your right hand can have C sharp at the top, and then it can play the rest of the C sharp chord underneath it, which is our G sharp, E sharp, which is technically E sharp in this context because of the key signature we're in. Otherwise, it just looks like an F natural. And then you can actually just keep the G sharp because it makes it an A sharp 7 chord. So that way you can just kind of keep these two, and the riff is on the top part. C sharp up to D sharp. Ba, 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 da, 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 up. So over the C sharp chord. Over the A sharp. Back to C sharp. As we go over to the G sharp chord, we do need to change this bottom note. So we're going to play like the D sharp and the G sharp, and the C sharp's still at the top for the riff. And then when we get to the F sharp chord, we can just come up into a root position up here if you want. Otherwise, you can go for the octave. There's a few different ways you can do it. You can get a bit more fancy with it. That's the gist of the riff. That riff can essentially go through the whole song, but you can mix it up a little bit. It's just like, it's an interesting little rhythm exercise, and this is in the same key as the original, so you can just play along with the original to practice and have a little play around with it.